Hi, it's Debbie Miller from Debbie Miller Health Coaching again. Great to see you. Hope you're all doing amazing out there. Now, I'm on today to give you some tips for people over 50 in relation to keeping fit, healthy, and happy. I'm in my late 50s and I'm in the best shape that I've ever been in my life. Even though I've taken part in different activities such as running, yoga, swimming, Pilates, different exercise classes and gym sessions, the route I have taken in the last 2 to 3 years has been the best route I've ever taken, and I'm in the best health for my age. My body is biochemically balanced and it looks the best ever in my life. So to help some of you people out there that are 50 and above, I have put together 10 tips to stay fit and healthy and happy in your 50s and beyond. 50s and 60s does not mean that you're senior, that you're old. Far from it. In your 50s and 60s, you're in your prime. I strongly believe in a holistic approach to health and fitness, and I can prove this because it has worked for me amazingly. There is a mind-body connection, and in my opinion, in order to be the best shape, and it doesn't just take like the physical components like exercise and nutrition, but you need to have the mental, emotional and spiritual aspects, and it can take those into consideration as well. This is in order to keep balanced, strong, healthy and happy. If these things are ignored, you risk falling back into bad old habits and losing direction with your health. It's all about mindset. If you think and act young, you will be young. If you believe in your heart and soul that exercise will have a positive effect on you, and you challenge yourself with exuberance, you will get a fantastic result. On the other hand, if you're pessimistic and act as a victim in a victim role, you'll get nowhere. So without further ado, here are my top 10 tips for staying fit and healthy for 50 and beyond. The first thing is to cultivate a passion. Decide what you want most out of life. Choose a dream that is achievable. Retirement isn't far away, so believe that you can, but long before you do that, you need to find what you're passionate about. Make it part of your life so that by the time you do retire, you can totally immerse yourself in it. When you start following a passion, tremendous things happen. You'll find that your energy increases and you'll jump out of bed in the morning excited about what you will do for that day. Believe me, I know I do this. So you generally get fired up about life, your mood improves and you sleep better. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, go and start now. Read whatever you can about the subject. Become a #1 expert. Join clubs. Have a website. Make YouTube videos. Write blogs on your passion. Who knows, you may actually make some money out of your passion. Successful people are the ones who believe they can make a difference by being passionate about it. They take their passion one step beyond. Your passion might end up making you money and allow you to retire early and continue doing something that you love. Do something to help others is the second thing to do. Take part in an activity that involves helping others. Think outside the box and find something that taps into your unique talents. Whether that is volunteering or doing an activity that raises awareness of a current health issue, for example. If you can match that with your passion, you've got a double whammy. Whatever knowledge you have, find a way of sharing it. If you can't think of anything, try volunteering for a cancer concern organisation, for example. #3 is read one book a month to keep your brain active. There may be many reasons for reading that reading is good for you, but it's mainly because it makes you think. It keeps your brain young and exposes you to strange and wonderful ideas that you would never have thought of. Just read whatever floats your boat. Read something that you enjoy and that you really want to read. And then it's fun, that makes it fun. If reading it isn't your thing, then come up with something else that really gets your brain ticking, like crosswords, Sudoku, One of the brain training apps that you can get on your tablet or your mobile phone or on your computer. Or some activity that really gets your brain into overdrive, something that really makes you think when you're doing it. Number 4 is find a sport or activity that you will do into retirement. You may have one already, but if not, then now is a good time to pick one. Pick one that is age appropriate, like golf, cricket, Tai Chi, Qigong, to give a few examples. Skateboarding is fun when you're younger, but probably not advised when you're in your 70s. Pick one that you love. Now, number 5 is look at your diet and to eat clean, organic whole food. Avoid the 4 white devils, which is white sugar, white flour, table salt and pasteurised milk. If you want to find out more about that, just contact me and we can have a discussion about that within a programme. Eat lots of brightly coloured vegetables, particularly greens. Eat whole grains and or sprouted grains, especially sprouted grains. These are the ones that are really good for us. Ensure you get plenty good quality fat in your diet, as that is crucial for body cells. Ensure adequate organic meat in your diet. Eat organic fruit, but ensure you don't overdo it with the fruit due to the sugar content. Have 5 grams of essential fatty acids every day. Avoid processed food at all costs. So if you want to find some more about that, find out more about that, just contact me. My number's at on this webpage here, or at the bottom of this video. Number 6 is make strength training a part of daily life, particularly women. Strength training using functional movement patterns is excellent for older people. Women in particular have a real need to build up bone strength in older years. Workouts such as HIIT training and CrossFit are best avoided by all, and including younger people, unless they have trained as an athlete level themselves. You have to be training like that for years to be able to keep training like that. So don't start doing that kind of training out of the blue. It's not the way to do it. You're going to get an injury. Even in athletes, this type of training has been recorded as causing injury, significant injury. If you start to do this kind of exercise over 50 and you haven't been doing it for decades, then you will get an injury. Even certain types of exercise are not suitable for certain people, and you really need to be properly assessed by a suitably trained person, such as a CHEK exercise coach like me or a CHEK practitioner, to find out where your imbalances occur before embarking on exercises that may result in injury or could lead to significant pain. Make sure you also have enough aerobic exercise. This is number 7, aerobic exercise. It's important to ensure that you have a good balance of aerobic exercise along with other types of exercise. Walking's fantastic. Whether you take the dog for a walk or go walking with friends and family, cardiovascular health can be an issue for most people over 50. It is also possible to get a good cardiovascular workout with strength and endurance training in the gym or at home. Remember to get out and get in touch with nature on a regular basis. Plus, getting out and about and getting some sunshine will get you some vitamin D and melatonin, which is so crucial for your health. Make sure you get adequate sleep. If you're sleeping less than 8 hours a night, you're sleep deprived. Perhaps 7's okay, 7, 8, but if it's certainly less than 7, you would be sleep deprived. The time to go to bed is important, and being asleep by 10:30 p.m. is best. And this is when your physical body does its repair work. If you've been working out in the gym, doing a bit of strength training, a bit of endurance training, your muscles aren't going to repair properly if you're not sleeping properly. There's no point in going to the gym if you're not having proper sleep. It's going to be counterproductive. Going without sleep between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 p.m. therefore means that your body will repair at that time. Going without sleep 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. affects your psychological processes. Sleep deprivation can cause reduced reaction times, decreased ability to concentrate, increased stress levels and increased body fat. Yes, guys, if you're not having enough sleep, you produce more cortisol, and cortisol is the hormone that lays body fat around your middle. And that also applies to exercise, doing the wrong type of exercise. If you find that you're in a class, doing, say, high intensity impact training, and you've been doing it for weeks and you're not getting the weight off around the middle, that's because you're producing cortisol, because it's catabolic and it's actually creating fat around your body because due to the stress hormone cortisol. Number 9, do the most important things that make you healthy and well first, and never mind the rest of it. Sleep is high priority. It is one of the most neglected areas in modern society that can adversely affect your health. So do this first. A good tip is to be in bed 12 hours before you have to be anywhere the next day. When you wake up, do the most important thing first. Your time is precious, so make it count. Do a time audit for one day and have a look at how to use this best. In spending an hour on Facebook, is spending an hour on Facebook the best thing to be doing with your time? Spend less time with technology, in fact, if you can help it, especially in the evening. The white light from the screen will jack you up and prevent you from getting adequate sleep. Will the earth stand still if you don't clean the house for a week? Is spending an hour watching the news that important when you could spend it exercising? How important is it that you watch those sitcoms or soaps on TV? Think what you could be doing with that time and make that time to make you healthy. Is spending money on the expensive carb-laden meal going out really going to benefit your health? Or if you went without that expensive car, do you think it could be better spent on some fitness activity or at the gym or with a personal trainer? Please read one of my favourite books. It's called How to Eat, Move and Be Healthy by Paul Chek. It tells you everything in there. So the last one, number 10, is taking control of your health, but don't overdo it. As a human being, you're absolutely amazing. What you're capable of is beyond anyone's belief. You're the one that can take control of your own health. No doctor anywhere in the world can do that for you. The doctor can assist you with about 99% is your effort, and that's what can make the best version of yourself. Your effort. Even when surgery or medical treatment is involved, the outcome is ultimately dependent on you. The surgeon can assist by removing a diseased part or fixing an area that's causing a problem, but if you don't follow through with your effort, then the surgery or medical treatment will fail. If you had knee surgery and you don't comply with the rehabilitation and just do the 6 or so post-op sessions that you have been shown how to do in hospital outpatients or in hospital, then your knee will never be 100%. Then it is your fault, not the surgeon's. The best way to weigh up the pros and cons and make your own informed decision, that's the best way to do it. Make your own informed decision. Think outside the box. Use your brain. Don't just follow like a sheep. Don't just blindly do what the doctor says. Remember that the doctor needs to send all the possible tests if he or she can help it, because if they don't, they're going to get sued or struck off. So they have that risk there all the time that they're going to get sued or struck off. So it doesn't always mean that they're doing what's at your best interests if they have that risk there all the time. Take CT scans, for example. They expose you to hundreds of times of radiation and expose you to cancer. If your doctor is recommending a CT scan, always ask them why. What they expect to find and what treatment do they expect this to change in their treatment of you, depending on the outcome. It's your body. You need to decide its benefits and the benefits of any tests that are going to be done, and do they outweigh the risks. If you're not happy with the doctor's response, find another doctor and get a second opinion. If your doctor tries to bully or intimidate you into doing something that you're uncomfortable doing, if you don't do this, for example, if the doctor says, if you don't do this, you have to sign a waiver because I can't be responsible for your death. That's very intimidating. You need to find a new doctor. Now, if they say things like, oh, you're going to have another stroke if you don't keep taking these statins, that's intimidating. Get another doctor. Right, so let's look at 4 aspects that can be looked upon another way. For instance, stress, try exercise, Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, Pilates, eating the right food, and meditation before medication. Any of these before medication. Sleep, try exercise, Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, Pilates, eating the right food, and meditation before any medication. Any of these before any medication. Believe me, it'll prolong your life. Joint or back pain, try corrective exercise before medication or surgery. Heart problems and high blood pressure, try exercise and healthy nutrition before medication. So guys, that's my blog. I'll pop this video onto the page. You can also read it off the page on my website. It's good to see you all. Good to be back on Facebook and on YouTube, making more videos to try and get people as healthy and as well as they possibly can. And over 50s, if you just pay attention to what I've just said, you'll live a longer life, you'll be healthier, you'll be happier, and you'll be fit. So remember and like my video at the bottom of here, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can come on and tell you more. And I'll see you again soon. Bye guys, bye.